Hey everyone, it's Miss Joyce. Today we'll be multiplying multi-digit whole numbers using the area model. Let's start by multiplying 46 times 32. The first step is to draw a rectangle. Next, we're going to write the first factor in expanded form using addition. The first factor in this problem is 46. The 4 is in the tens place, so that means the value is 40. The 6 is in the ones place, so that means the value is 6. Notice we're adding these two values together. Next, we're going to write the second factor in expanded form using addition. The second factor is 32. Since the 3 is in the tens place, the value is 30. The 2 is in the ones place, so the value is 2. We're going to be adding these values together. We can expand the rectangle to make it a little bit larger so that we have enough space. Wherever we see an addition sign, we're going to draw a line, breaking out our larger rectangle into smaller rectangles. Now we're going to find the area of each of these smaller rectangles by multiplying the number to the left of that rectangle by the number on top. So to find the area of this first rectangle, we're going to multiply 30 times 40. Well, here we know that 3 tens times 4 tens is going to get us 12 hundredths, or 1,200. To find the area of the next rectangle, we're going to multiply 30 times 6, which is 180. Next, we're going to multiply 2 times 40, which is 80. And lastly, we're going to multiply 2 times 6, which is 12. Lastly, we're going to add the products that are inside each of these smaller rectangles together to find our final product. So let's add 1,200 plus 180 plus 80 plus 12. We got each of these numbers from inside each of the rectangles. Let's start by adding the ones place. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. In the tens place, 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 more is 17. So we're going to place the 7 in the tens place and regroup the 1 to the hundreds place. In the hundreds, we're going to do 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 1 more is 4. And in the thousands place, 1 plus nothing is 1. So our answer, or product, is 1,472. Let's try another problem. Here we have 143 times 216. We're going to start by drawing a rectangle. Let's write the first factor in expanded form using addition. The first factor is 143. So since the 1 is in the hundreds place, the value is 100. The 4 is in the tens place, so we're going to add 40. The 3 is in the ones place, so we're going to add 3. Next, we're going to write the second factor in expanded form using addition. The second factor is 216. Since the 2 is in the hundreds place, the value is 200. The 1 is in the tens place, so we're going to add 10. The 6 is in the ones place, so we're going to add 6. We can expand our rectangle to make it a little larger, so we're able to have enough space to find the area. Wherever we find or see each addition sign, we're going to draw a line. This breaks our larger rectangle into smaller rectangles. Now let's go ahead and multiply the number we see to the left times the number on top to find the area of each of these smaller rectangles. So 200 times 100 is going to get us 20,000. We can also check this by just multiplying the digits we see. 1 times 2 is 2. And then we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So in our answer, we want to make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Next, we're going to multiply 200 times 40, which is 8,000. Once again, we could do 2 times 4, which is 8, and then we just figure out how many zeros we need. There's 1, 2, 3, so our answer needs 1, 2, 3 zeros. For the last rectangle on the top row, we're going to multiply 200 times 3, which is 600. Let's go to the middle row. Here we're going to multiply 10 times 100, which is 1,000. Then we're going to multiply 10 times 40, which is 400. And finally, for the middle row, we have 10 times 3, which is 30. Now let's move on to the last row. To the left, we see 6 times all the way to the top is 100. 6 times 100 is 600. Next, we're going to multiply 6 times 40, which is 240. And lastly, we're going to multiply 6 times 3, which is 18. Now that we found the area of each of these smaller rectangles, we can add all of these products together to find the total product or our final product of the larger rectangle. So let's add 20,000 plus 8,000 plus 600 plus 1,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 600 plus 240 plus 18. We got all of these numbers from the areas inside each of the rectangles. Let's start by adding the ones place. All these zeros plus 8 is 8. In the tens place, we have all these zeros plus 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 1 more is 8. In the hundreds place, we have 6 plus 4, which is 10, plus 6 is 16, plus 2 more is 18. So we're going to place the 8 at the bottom in the hundreds place and regroup the 1 to the thousands place. Now we have 1 plus 8, which is 9, plus 1 more is 10. So we put the 0 in the thousands place, regroup the 1 to the 10,000s place. Finally, 1 plus 2 is 3. So our answer or product is 30,888. Let's try one more problem together. Here we have 312 times 204. The first step is to draw a rectangle. Now let's write the first factor in expanded form using addition. The first factor is 312. The 3 is in the hundreds place, so the value is 300. The 1 is in the tens place, so the value is 10. And the 2 is in the ones place, so the value is 2. Now let's write the second factor in expanded form. Here, the second factor is 204. The 2 is in the hundreds place, so the value is 200. There's a 0 in the tens place, so the value is 0. Since the value is 0, we don't need to include it in our expanded form because the value, there is none. Next, the 4 is in the ones place, so the value is 4. We can extend the rectangle to make it a little larger so that we're able to have space to find the area of each of the smaller rectangles. Wherever we see an addition sign, draw a line to break our large rectangle into smaller rectangles. Now we're going to find the area of each of the smaller rectangles. We do this by multiplying the number to the left by the number on top. So this first rectangle, we can multiply 200 times 300, which is 60,000. Once again, we could do 2 times 3 is 6, and then we see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So our answer needs to have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. For the next rectangle, we can do 200 times 10, which is 2,000. And here we can do 200 times 2, which is 400. For the bottom row, we can multiply 4 times 300, which is 1,200 or 1,200. Next, we can multiply 4 times 10, which is 40. And lastly, we can multiply 4 times 2, which is 8. Finally, we can add the products inside each of the smaller rectangles together to find the final product or the area of the larger rectangle. So let's add 60,000 plus 2,000 plus 400 plus 1,200 plus 40 plus 8. We got each of these numbers from inside each of the smaller rectangles. Now let's add starting in the ones place. All these zeros plus 8 is 8. In the tens place, all these zeros plus 4 is 4. In the hundreds place, we have 4 plus 2 is 6. In the thousands place, 2 plus 1 is 3. And in this 10,000s place, 6 plus nothing is 6. So our product is 63,648.